Lady Saphira here, and today I have a little more serious collab for you. As you saw in the title, it's about bullying and what should be done to raise more awareness about it or stop it, either one of the two. And I have 3 other YouTubers that are helping me out with this collab, and that is my sister Nixie Delore, my friend Creekcraft, and my other friend My Vlog, My Blog, My Life, and then of course me. So before we get into this video, I'm going to let everyone introduce themselves to you. Take it away, guys.
No, what are you doing here? Wait, you wanted to watch this. Never mind. I am Nixie from Nixie Nix Delore, and I am Jennifer, or as you know her, Dark Lady Chaos 85. I am her younger sister. If you couldn't tell from comments on some of her videos, I like to troll her, because that's what I do.
Hey guys, I'm Michelle from My Vlog, My Blog, My Life.
Now that everyone has properly introduced themselves to you, I am going to ask them a couple questions, and then I'm going to tell you guys my story. So, for my friends and family helping me out with this video, if you don't mind me asking, please share with us a story or two about a time you were bullied as a kid, and yeah, just share with us how it felt to be bullied and what happened, and yeah, that's about it. So you know, take it away.
Anyway, she's doing this bullying collab video, and I would have a good reason for why I decided to film this so late, but I don't. I'm just lazy, and I stalled. That's it. All throughout school, yeah, I was picked on and stuff. That's normal, right? Yeah. At high school, it really hit its peak. There are a few things that really stick out. Like, when I was a freshman, I think? No, sophomore? Yeah, sophomore. When I was a sophomore in high school, I was once forced into a makeover in the girls' locker room. Now, that wouldn't be so bad had a teacher not gotten in on it. That's right, a teacher got into this whole makeover that I was completely against. They changed my looks. They did my hair this weird way that I didn't like. They gave me different clothes. They told me how to walk and how to talk, and I was just like, no. I figure, you know, it would stop come junior, senior year, right? No. Very much no. Junior year, it did slow down a bit, but senior year, when I had to move to Arizona and my transcripts were so fucked up because of all the moving, I was put into freshman and sophomore classes. Being a senior, that makes the kids think that you're stupid. Well, it didn't really help that I was a teacher's pet by choice, because I knew that being a teacher's pet, well, you get to do what you want when your homework is done, or when all your work is done. So I would get to sleep or eat in class when they wouldn't. So the kids did not like that. I remember a few times when I would take a little nap after all my work was done, and I would wake up with gum in my hair. Yes, chewed up gum, put in various places in my hair. I had to get my hair cut because of it. It's just really, really pathetic. I remember one time, this is a funny story. Hold on to my, bear with me through all my stuttering and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, there was one time in this junior language class that this guy kept flirting with me. I told him to stop. He did not. And I told him, do it one more time, and I will splash my water bottle on you. He did it again. calling my bluff. You don't do that. So, I took a water bottle. Not this one, it was an Aquafina bottle. It was like almost full of water because I just opened it, and I just poured it onto his head, telling him, do not call my bluff because I will do it. Now, me being the teacher's pet, I got away with it. The kid went to the teacher's like, did you see what she just did? She dumped her water on me. I looked back at the teacher. He looks back at me. And he's like, I didn't see anything. I didn't hear anything. And of course that made the entire class hate me because he was popular in that class and I just didn't care. So the bullying got worse. Anytime I would look away from my desk, anything I was working on would be stolen and returned with vandalism. Like, I would draw a picture. I think I still have this picture. I drew a picture of this girl crying looking at a spider. I forgot the meaning of it, but it was meaningful. I went to the bathroom, came back, someone had drawn a penis on it. Here is the artwork. You could probably see the white lines where I had to use whiteout. Yeah. I stood up for myself, and eventually the bullying stopped. Especially with this girl Danielle, who thought it would be fun to be a racist little bitch to one of my friends. One day I got fed up with it and I kind of attacked her. Although I blacked out, I don't remember anything after leaving choir class. All I remember is walking out, she said something, I blacked out, woke up in the principal's office, and there's a few football players telling them what happened, and I'm just like, what happened? What did I do? Why am I here? And, well, the bullying stopped after that because word quickly spread around the school that this quiet, timid little teacher's pet had a violent temper. You don't mess with the quiet ones. We're the most lethal.
Alright, so I guess I'll start with a little bit of background. Growing up, I wasn't really bullied that much. There was a few cases here and there, but there was never really any big bully cases, thankfully. But the biggest one and the most memorable one probably came from 7th grade. It was during gym, and during middle school. And how gym worked in 7th grade was you had like a period, and it was like an hour long, and for 30 minutes you had to do what the class, it was like a class project, class activity, and then the next 30 minutes was whatever you want to do. You could wander around and just talk to your friends, and that's pretty much what we did. But you could just do whatever during the last 30 minutes. And I remember one day I was just walking around the gym outside, and this kid came up to me. I have no clue who he was. I've never seen him before, and he just started messing with me, calling me names, that kind of stuff. And it escalated over the next couple weeks, to pushing, to tripping, to he'd like throw footballs and basketballs at me, that kind of stuff. And I remember going home because he threw a basketball and it like bruised my face, right? And I went home and obviously told my parents about it, and they told me to report it to the teachers, to the gym teachers. And I did that, and nothing happened. The gym teachers, they're very much the gym teachers that you see on TV, the stereotypical male gym teachers of, man up, son, punch him back, stand up for yourself, you can do it, son, just give him the little 1-2, those kind of gym teachers. They did nothing. For the last 30 minutes of the class, they would sit in their little seat and watch it all happen. They did nothing at all. And about a month after this, it escalated to the point where obviously something had to be done, because he actually punched me in my face, and I had braces on at the time. And for anyone who knows or has braces or have had braces, those things can break off and hurt you pretty easily. And that's what happened. He punched me, it broke the brace, and well, it hurt really bad. I remember going home, and obviously my parents found out, and they told me that I had to basically do something, go to the principal, tell the principal. And the next day I went to school, and my friends actually found out about it and told me about this police officer that was stationed at the school. I don't know why she was there. She was just always there, just hanging around, helping the teachers out and stuff. And I remember I walked up to her, told her my story, And the next day, she called me up to the front office, first thing in the morning. I told her my story, and she wrote it all down, the official report and everything. And I never heard from that kid again. Literally, I saw him at school every now and then, but he wouldn't even look at me. He wouldn't even look at me. He would not come anywhere close to me. We never spoke again after that, and he did nothing to me after that at all. A week after that, actually, I heard that he got sent to the alternate school because he got another referral because he was a kid that was constantly, getting in trouble for stuff. And I haven't seen that kid since 7th grade, which is like 7-8 years ago. So I have no clue what happened to him, but that was the last time I saw that kid.
And today I'm going to talk about a very serious subject. Now, I was going to be like kind of jokey about it, but I don't think this is the joking matter. So my friend, that lady Chaos, has asked me to talk about bullying. Now, I have done a video on my channel about my bullying experience, but today I'm not going to go into it too much. Bullying is so serious, and it's a lot more around today than I think it used to be, because now we have like the internet, and we had the internet back then, but it just wasn't used as like what we use it for today. A lot of people get cyberbullied, and I think it's horrible. You get trolls who really go to town on people when there's no need for it. I've had it myself. I even get like, even today I'm like nearly 28, and I get called from like random people in the street sometimes, like in the supermarket. There's people take the mick out of my hair, or they just take the mick out of my weight, and you know what, they don't know me. You don't know me personally, so why do you feel the need to call me? I don't call you. So it's kind of hard to understand why people say the things they say. From my experience, a lot of bullies who bullied me tend to bully me because they really hate their own lives, and that's just how they cope with it, I think. But my bullying has been going on for a long time. I was bullied since I was like 3, 4. And it went on for a few years. I formed a stutter or stammer. There was a point where I literally just stopped talking. I spoke to my mum and like my family, but like at school, like to certain people who spoke to me, like the doctors or the dentist, I literally just stopped. My mum took me to a speech therapist. Nothing happened. I got really bullied, and when I was 7, my mum moved me to a new school where I made loads of friends. No one bullied me. It was fantastic, and my stutter went, and I started talking, and I didn't have a stutter anymore, and I made friends, and I was happy, and it was great. And I kind of forgot, and then I went to high school, and it was fine at first, and then I hit puberty, and I started to put weight on, and then people started again, and then it just kind of carried on from there. And I used to eat to make myself feel better, and now I'm big, but I don't really eat now to make myself feel better. I just have problems with eating in general, okay, because I love food. I didn't really ask for much help because I didn't think that anything would ever be done. And then I finally broke down to my mum, and I was like, Mum, I'm being bullied. She had no clue, and she went to school and she sorted it out, and it was, it didn't go away, but it got a bit better. Then when I got into like, I think like year 10, 9 or 10, it started up again, but it was boys. I used to get egged, I used to get stuff thrown at me. There was a few times where I had like chewing gum like in my hair, like someone threw chewing gum in my hair to have my hair cut. It was horrible. It was really, really bad. And this wasn't even by girls. Like, you would think how like a lot of girls do tend to do stuff like that from like the films and stuff, but it really wasn't like that. It was the boys. Never really been cyberbullied because I didn't really go on the internet till I was like 19, which was like 9 years ago. You do get a bit of trolls being on YouTube. You get people like calling me and telling me stuff's wrong with me, and you just gotta take it on the chin and move on, because these people are clearly have sad lives to do that to someone who's obviously putting themselves out there to the world. And then you got people bullying. It's horrible. It's a very emotional subject as well.
Alright. My other question for you guys is, now that you've shared with us your stories on your experiences of being bullied, what do you think should be done to stop it nowadays? Like, what should parents or teachers or anyone do to help stop bullying?
Anyway, what I think should be done to stop bullying, it's simple. Stand up for yourself. Don't let it happen. If you really don't want somebody to say or do something, take a stand. Don't just sit there and quietly take it, because that'll just make it worse, because they think they can get away with it. Anyway, I will end my 6-minute rambling.
When it comes to stopping bullying, though, I unfortunately think that there's no way to really stop bullying 100%. There's always going to be jerks in the world. That's really just the reality of how the world works. But I think there are 2 things that you can definitely do to help stop and curb bullying. The first thing is simply raising awareness. If people get to caring about bullying and realize that this stuff is taking place, then obviously everyone can come together and help put an end to it. I know a lot of people, including the teachers I mentioned, they just simply didn't care. And if those teachers did care, that situation would have never escalated to the point where I got my, that brace knocked off and, had to go to the dentist to get that fixed. That would have never happened. And that kid would have never had to probably speak to that police officer. So, if those teachers would have cared enough to do something about it, then I would have never reached that situation. So I think in a lot of people's situations, obviously I can't speak for everyone, but getting people to care about bullying is definitely step number 1 in the right direction. The second thing, though, is to remove the stigma of the victim being too afraid to tell on the bully. I remember growing up, there was a lot of friends of mine that they were getting bullied, and they were just too afraid to tell on the bully because the bully was like, hey, you tell me, I'm going to beat you up, or I'm going to punch you, or I'm going to hurt you after school. Or maybe the victim's too afraid to tell the bully because, their classmates will laugh at him or call him names or call him weak, or etc. I think if we can remove that, stigma, then we can definitely see the effects of, at least long-term bullying go down. Because, literally all I had to do was tell, if the teachers did care enough, tell a teacher, and if they cared enough, they would have done something for me, and that would have probably been the end of it. Obviously, I had to escalate mine to the police, but I went to the police, I told them, and the situation was resolved just like that. Obviously, that won't happen for everyone, but I think a lot of people are really just too afraid to tell on the bully because the bullies told them they were going to beat them up or something. So I think if we can get a culture in which people are not afraid to report people for being jerks and being mean and bullying people, then we can definitely see bullying go down and down and down. Before I finish here, though, I do want to say that people can change. I think this is a very, very important thing to note here, is that in my bullying case, this kid we were in 7th grade. This was 7-8 years ago. If I saw this kid today, would I be a little bit mad at him still? Yeah, definitely. But there's no point in holding grudges and being mad at people forever. This was 7-8 years ago, 7th grade. We were still kids. People can change. Obviously not everyone does change. Some people are jerks their entire lives, but I think the majority of bullies, especially at a younger age, they do grow up to be pretty good people. So I think it's important to not hold, grudges and stuff.
But if you see this video and you get bullied, there are people out there who can help. There's a website, there's hotlines, there's us, like me. If you feel like you want to open up to me, DM me on Twitter, message me on YouTube, on Facebook, Instagram. I will get back to you. You want to talk to me, I will be there, because I've been through it. And you want advice, I'll give you advice. There's plenty of people out there who will help. Please don't be scared, and please, if you are getting bullied, don't hide it, because that is like the worst thing you can do.
Now that everyone has told you guys their stories on being bullied, and has shared with you what they think should be done to stop the bullying that's going on nowadays, I'm going to share a story about an experience of being bullied that I had. This was when I was in elementary school. I was in maybe about 5th grade, I want to say. And I was being befriended by this girl who I thought was actually trying to be a friend, but in all reality she wasn't. But I'll get to that in a second. She was just, being nice to me and hanging out with me, talking to me, just basically just befriending me. And she was acting like she was interested in being my friend, and just doing everything that, someone who's interested in actually being a friend does. And this had gone on for a little while. Like, she was leading me on, and I was like happy because I thought I was actually making friends with someone who was picking on me for a bit. But in all reality, one day we were hanging around and talking, and then she all of a sudden just turns around, pushes me up against the wall and holds me there, and is looking me dead in the eye while she's pinching me on my arm and saying, "If you ever think I'm going to be friends with trash like you, you've got another thing coming, you little trashy girl." And she was just like picking on me and throwing things at me ever since then, calling me names. And this had gone on for weeks. And there was one day that it got so bad that my one friend, Sophia, she kept fighting the bullies off of me, and so did my other friend, Tara, at the time. Like, they were the only two friends I had that actually, stood up for me and helped me out. And my friend Sophia got so pissed off at this girl that kept picking on me and throwing stuff at me, calling me names, pulling my hair, doing whatever. She got so ticked off because we were all in the same class at one time. And Sophia got so mad at this girl that she was like, "You better stop picking on my friend." And she literally picked up a school desk and threw it at the girl. And I was just like, what? I was shocked. Like, my friend Sophia, who was little, and she was just a little bit shorter than me, and she was a bit stocky, and she was the nicest little girl. But to see her just literally pick up a school desk, one of those ones that had the chair with the little arm desk thing attached to it, to literally see her pick that up and throw it at someone was amazing. I was just in total shock, and I didn't know what to say except for, "Oh my God." And after that, the bullying had finally stopped. That was the only story that really sticks out in my mind, because I had been bullied a lot more before and after that, and only in elementary school. In junior high and high school, no. The bullying was completely done. It completely stopped. But after Sophia threw that desk at the girl, she just stopped picking on me, and I didn't have any other problems since then. Because like I said, that's the only story that really stood out in my mind. And to answer my question of what I think should be done to stop bullying nowadays is I think that parents and teachers should get together and be more involved, because honestly, if anyone is being bullied, even nowadays, and you're living with your parents at home, even if it's in high school, junior high, elementary, no matter what grade you're in, if you're being bullied, you should tell your parents, and they should find some way to find out what the cause of the problem is. And they should get together with the kid's parents who is bullying you, and they should also get together with the teachers and talk about it, find a solution, even if it means transferring you to a different school or moving out of state or whatever. If it gets to be that bad and there's no other solution, then, you know, whatever can make it stop. But otherwise, parents and teachers should get more involved. Like teachers in classrooms, if you see anyone being picked on in a classroom and you're a teacher, you should definitely like step in and say, hey, that's not right. You shouldn't be picking on the student like this. How would you feel if you were being picked on in the same manner that you're picking on this kid? Or something along those lines, you know? Teachers and parents should get more involved and figure out ways to find a solution to make it all stop. But that's my story and what I think should be done to stop bullying nowadays. So, hope you guys enjoyed that story of mine. Alright guys, that's gonna be it for this collab video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. If you did, give it a big thumbs up. And if you want to share any of your stories of being bullied as a kid, go ahead and, you know, share them down in the comments below. If you want to, you don't have to. I mean, it's all up to you guys. And I also want to thank everyone that took part in this collab with me, my mom, my sister, and Michelle. Thank you guys so much for helping me out with this. I figured that bullying was a really good topic to talk about. And hopefully, for those of you that are being bullied, I hope this video gives you some insight into how you could handle it and hopefully make it stop, because bullying is just no good. So thank you guys so much for watching this. Leave a thumbs up if you liked it, and that's gonna be it from me. So I will see you guys later, and everyone else say bye.
The baby's calling, so I will see you guys in a video of whatever's later. Bye bye.
I think that's just about covers it for this video. So hopefully this helps you guys out. And, I will see you guys next time. Bye.
That is my rant. That is a little bit my story. Thank you so much for including me in this video. Please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to That Lady Chaos's channel because she's awesome. I've also done another collab with her a while ago. You have to check that out too. It's really cool. So yeah, thanks for watching guys.